Hey folks, how are you? Tonight we're going to be doing a memorial pillow for a partner of a dear friend of mine. We'll call him Deputy Dog Nelson, and his partner and very good friend and a gentle giant, DFC Norman Lewis, passed away this week in the line of duty. He worked for the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and we're going to make him a memorial pillow for my friend. We're going to start with a new file, new. Width is 12.75, height is 12.75 because it's for a 14-inch pillow. Screen resolution, print resolution 300 pixels per inch. RGB color mode, and 16-bit. Okay. I've already selected my picture. It's a picture that I took of the sunset this year. I don't know if many of you are familiar with some of my videos and pictures of sunsets during the summer. We're going to go over to File, Place, and pick my pre-selected picture that I have in a folder, which was Libraries Pictures. And now it placed it to this almost to the whole size, but you can see my transform is open, the binding boxes. I'm going to grab the corner. I'm going to hold shift down to keep it conformed or constrained to the size. And I'm just going to drag it down one way. I'm going to drag it up the other till it covers my whole artboard or my working area. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Let's use the selected picture. I'm going to go back down to File, Place, and here's a picture of DFC Norman Lewis. We're just going to leave it this size for the moment. I'm going to come over to my right side, my layers. I'm just going to turn off the layer with the background just so I don't get confused. Okay, I'm going to highlight the layer with DFC Norman Lewis. I'm going to come over to the left side here, and you're going to see Edit in Quick Mask Mode. We're going to double click that real fast, and we're going to come up with the Quick Mask options. We're going to make sure it's down to selected area, and this red is the color of the area that's going to show. I set my opacity to 50%. Okay. We're going to shut off the mask, make sure the button is out, you see, like this. I want to come up to I want to come up to my marquee tool. I want to select elliptical, and I'm going to make an oval. So I'm not going to hold shift. I'm not going to hold any buttons. I'm just going to press my left mouse button and drag out an oval. I want to make it a little longer and a little wider than I need. Let it go. Now, I come up to the arrow button here, and I select this at the top left. I point the tool. That's not what I wanted. I want to edit, step backwards. That was a mistake. Select the marquee tool again, and now I'm going to move it over. Must keep that selected. I forgot. Don't laugh at me, Amy. Okay. Just centering my oval. Just like that. Okay. I'm going to come down to the bottom. And I'm going to edit in quick mask mode by selecting it once. Just press it once with your left mouse button. And now the red that we selected before shows the oval. We're going to come up to filters. We're going to come down to blur. We're going to select Gaussian blur. I have it selected at 63.5%. But if you notice, as I slide it and let it go, it changes the clarity of the edges. See? I like leaving it at about 60%. Okay, 63.5 again. Not a problem. We hit OK. Now we deselect the mask tool. We come back to the left, deselect it, turn it off so it shows your marquee tool again. With your layer selected of the picture, you hold Control and press J. If you look at my layer level, it now took just that area that we selected with the marquee tool. Let me shut off the lower layer, the original layer, and you can see what we're left with. I will now come up to my selection tool, my pointer. I will now turn on my back layer. I will move him over, and he's a little bit too big for my liking, even though he's a big, gentle giant man. But for the picture, we need to make it smaller, so I'm going to do Control T for transform, bring some binding boxes around my image with the blur, my cutout image. I'm going to hold Shift and Alt so it constrains the proportions. Drag it from the bottom right hand corner, hold your left mouse button and bring it in. And we can readjust this again after. But we're just going to start here like this. Bring it up into the cloud a little bit, and it looks like God is shining down. Okay, I'm going to move that over just a little. Bring it down. Okay. We're not finished. I'm going to turn off these layers for a moment. Start with a blank screen again. I want to go to File, Place, and I'm going to pick a graphic that was on the Orange County Sheriff's Office page. I believe since it's for their officer, they're not going to mind. If they do, well, I'll change it. Okay, we're going to leave it the size that it is. We're just going to commit the transform or enter or a check mark at the top. Now, I don't want 1982 or 2017 on my pillow because I want to do that same method of cutting out the area with the blurred edges, and I don't want to blur the date out, so I'm not going to use the date at all, and I'm going to teach you how to get rid of it beautifully. So we're going to come over to the right side, and you'll notice that the placed image is now a smart object. We're going to right click on the, we're going to double click the smart object thumbnail with the left mouse button, and it's going to open up into this form. Now we're going to work on our picture. First, I'm going to come over to the layer, left click and hold the lock, drag it down to the garbage pail. Darryl Wilson taught me that. We're going to get rid of that. Okay. Now, to get rid of my 1982 to 2017, we're going to come over and select on the left side the Content Aware Move tool. I want to select it. Okay. Now, with the Content Aware, it's like a pencil. I'm going to draw a circle around the date with my unsteady hand. We're going to let go when we touch the edge, and it's going to similarly to the marquee tool. Now that that's around there, I'm going to come up to the top. I'm going to select Edit, Fill, and now the Content Aware tool fill window opened up. We're going to hit OK. Look what happened. It matched the area. It's now gone. I want to click my selection. I want to come up to the PNG, close the window, select Yes, commit to the saving. It's gone. So now we're going to do the same method of taking out this badge and DFC Lewis's name. We're going to cut it out with the marquee tool. I'm going to use rectangle this time. I'm going to come over right about here, drag it out, and down. I'm going to leave a little sides and a little above. I'm going to come down a little more. I want to use my up arrows to bring that up a little bit. Just like that. We're going to do the same method. We're going to click the mask once, come up to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. It's already set at my 63.5%. I'm going to hit OK with the layer selected, Control J, and made another layer above it. Oh, it didn't work correctly. Hold on. Oh, I have to let the mask out. I need to show the marquee tool. Control J. And now, if you notice the layer above the original Goldie layer, layer number 2, which you want to shut off Goldie now, is the same type of blurred edges image. Actually, yeah, that's okay. I would like to lower it a little bit to get rid of this edge, but I would just have to lower the marquee tool a little bit closer to DFC Lewis's name, and it would have came out a little nicer. I'm on a little bit of a rush, so I'm not going to correct it. I'm going to turn on all my layers that I want to show again. I'm going to put my background up. I'm going to put DFC Lewis's image up. I'm going to come to the top. I'm going to grab my picture of my badge. I'm going to bring down my opacity so we can see the ocean through that. And I am going to put the FC Lewis's layer up on the top. Let's bring that up a little bit. There we go. I think that'll work just fine. Okay. And there we go. So, this is my finished image of DFC Normal Cecil Lewis's memorial pillow for Nelson, Deputy Nelson, we'll call him. What I like doing is I print from a PNG. So I want to save this as let's do it a JPEG, folks. So this way you guys with Creative Studio can use the image. I want to name it DFC Lewis Pillow. Save. Maximum quality. Okay. Okay, folks, that's how you do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you in a moment. Be well. So long now.